Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the February social. We're in a Valentine-y kind of frame of mind with Valentine's Day upon us. We have a lot of really fun and exciting things to go through today. Oh, we need to click back into the PowerPoint. Or we can go next slide. We're just having a technical start up here. We're good. Okay, so for those joining us from home today, our keyword will be love, L-O-V-E. So type that in the comments throughout the presentation this morning, and that'll enter you for our prize drawings. We have some really exciting prizes for today, so you want to make sure you type in love. Those in store, did everybody receive a ticket from Lisa on your way in? Everybody has your tickets? Great. All right. Well, then we'll go ahead and it's not advancing on the clicker. There we go. Okay, so what's new? Quite a few things that are new and exciting that we want to kind of hit on first. The first one is we have a new point of sale system that we just launched. We had talked last month about we were getting ready to do it. So our new system is live. We still are not quite tracking rewards points yet. We're working out that little detail. The other thing that we are trying to get brought over and finalized is gift card data. So we appreciate anyone's patience here for the next handful of days while we get their migration team to get all the gift card info brought in. We just don't have that available yet to us, and they're working on that. So otherwise, it seems to, we've been using it all week long here in store, and I think you guys can all agree it's been working out pretty well. Should make your transactions go a lot quicker, and we're just excited about all the capabilities within it. But again, we do appreciate any patience with a couple little hiccups, because with anything new, there will be a couple little bumps in the road as we get those ironed out and get out our Panasonic 360s and get those wrinkles smooth. With the new point of sale system, and it's off of the slide again. With the point of sale system is a new website. The new website is coming. It's just not quite ready yet. And that's just one of those other ends that they're still working on the final touches and getting that ready. Once the new website is ready, you will find it by going the same URL that you're currently using for us, which is just superstitch.com. There will be a couple days of intermittent where it might look like the old site and it might look like the new site as they bring everything over and port in the new site, and then the new site will be live. We're really excited because with the new point of sale system, the moment we enter a new fabric, boom, you'll see it on the website. Available for immediate purchase. Should make those transactions a lot easier. It should make registering for classes and events a lot easier. So we are really, really, really excited about that. So patience. And meanwhile, I'm sure you guys have seen February schedule is not up on the old site. It's all loaded into the new site, which you can't see quite yet. So it's just going to be another moment of patience where we ask you to bear with us as we get that live and going, but it'll be great once it's ready. Also, and we've been doing this now since December, where we started Superstitch texting. And we have the QR code to scan to sign up for our text service. I think most of you here are on it already, but if you're not, we'll get this passed around. Those online, if you go to superstitch.com, there is a nice little box on the lower left side. If you're on your desktop browser, mobile browser, it just pops up as a window right away to join our text service. It'll give you 25% off a single transaction. And it's a great way for us to let you know what's going on and announce flash sales and various info. The other thing with texting and the new system, when you are checking out in store with any of us, we're going to verify your mobile number and make sure we put it in the correct field, because a lot of the numbers went into different fields. So that way we can text you receipts or work orders for your services. When your service is ready for pickup, we can just send you a message. So that's going to be really cool as we move forward as well. Speaking of texting, for those who were on it, you should have all received a Super Bowl sale text yesterday, mid-afternoon, early afternoon. And if you did not get it, we'll want to verify that you are subscribed to our texting service. But we are doing a Super Bowl yard sale. The Super Bowl is Sunday, which is hard to believe. We're already at Super Bowl time of year. But what we are doing is you get a quarterback, which means every yard of fabric you buy, you get 25% off. We also have a list where we are keeping track of your yardage. So if you bought 4 yards, we would write down your name and say that Ann purchased 4 yards, and would put a 4. And as everyone shops today and tomorrow, this goes through close of business tomorrow, Saturday. The person who has purchased the most yards during the sale event is going to get a Super Bowl ring, aka Jelly Roll, for free. So he or she who scores the most yardage will win the Super Bowl ring. So we are excited for that and to do that for you. And it's just a fun way to bring our love of sewing into the rest of the world who's in the love of football this weekend. Yes, and with that, we have Bills, we have Steelers fabrics, we also have Penn State. I think those are the only licensed teams, but we do have other football yardage as well, with a football helmet and another one that just has the balls. And but those will also be on sale. So 25% off. So you have any projects queued up that you were thinking about getting some fabric for? It's a good time to do it. Really, really good time to do it. The next big thing to talk about is Sassy Sunflower. We are really, really, really excited to become a Sassy Sunflower dealer. And Sassy Sunflower is a pattern company. They make patterns, and every single one of their patterns works with what they call a half pack. And a half pack is one of these, and it is 5 coordinating half yards of fabric. So we coordinate the 5 fabrics together for you here in store. We have a whole rack over here on the desk beside me. As time goes on, we'll be making more groupings, and you pick a half pack that you like, whichever colorway sings to your heart. And when you purchase this and you come up to the register, and eventually online too, once we get that part rolling where you can get these online, when you purchase a Sassy Sunflower half pack of yardage, you get a free pattern. And the Sassy Sunflower patterns, they have 10 different lap quilts, and they average about 50 by 60 inches. So great couch throw size. And with those, you pick which one of the 10 you want. You get that pattern, and we put it in your pack, and then you have that pattern to work on. There's also a tote that they call the Tippy Tote. And we do not have the sample for the Tippy Tote made up yet. But any packet will go with any pattern. So you pick your packet, you pick your pattern, and away you go. And it's been really, really fun just coordinating groups. I love playing with color and getting these folded up, and they're absolutely beautiful. And then I'm going to come around out front. During this week, Ellen and Darla have been very busy sewing, and Darla selected this packet of fabrics, which is absolutely gorgeous. And she did the, what is it called? I want to say it correct, tumble block. And she selected the tumble block pattern. And voila. And so this entire quilt top, and I'm sideways. It's a really good size. And I think I might be upside down because there is one directional fabric. There we go. So this is the tumble block pattern. And then she said that it took her, what, about 6 hours to put together? No, it's that included the cutting. They said some of the other patterns that don't have as much piecing because that had a beautiful pieced border that takes more time. Some of the other ones, they said 3 hours. They're quick, fun if you have to do a gift or a project for somebody, especially if you have a shower or somebody's birthday, or they're great quick patterns. The other pattern that Ellen played with, this was the fabric packet that she selected to work with. Nice bright colors. And she chose to do what they call the picnic basket pattern. And I'll show you what this one turned out. And this one took her about 5 hours, she is estimating, to throw together.
Can you buy the extra yardage for the back?
You can buy the extra yardage for the back, absolutely. And all of these fabrics that we put in the packets come from fabrics that we have in store. So we're not limited to getting the fabrics from them and not having yardage. They're yardages that we have here. So we're just really, really excited about it because it's fun, it's fast. And when we get into the class schedule in a little bit, you'll see that we do have a class scheduled to make one of them. And so we're going to work on the same pattern together in that class for keeping everybody streamlined, but pick whichever fabric you want, whichever fabric packet that you want. In addition to that, and I should clarify and say that these half packs are just for the quilt top only. They do not include the binding fabric or the backing fabric. So you would want to purchase a half yard of binding fabric separately when you get one of these. And so what we're going to do for today and tomorrow, we have, if you can pass these out, Darla, a coupon to give you a free half yard for your binding fabric to get started with your first Sassy Sunflower pack. So today and tomorrow is the valid time for the coupon.
I was gonna say, you have to buy it. You have to buy it today first.
You have to buy the pack first. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh.
You get the coupon when you buy it?
Oh, I thought we redeemed the coupon when they bought it. If they bought it.
Yeah, but if they didn't.
You're giving them coupons, so they didn't buy it.
Okay. Well then.
Good try. Good job, Leanne.
Okay. So we'll just keep right on rolling. Okay. I thought it was they could bring the coupon in and turn it in at the register with their half pack and redeem it. It's for today and tomorrow is the valid time. The coupon is today and tomorrow. Yep.
So you have to buy it tomorrow when they buy a half pack. They can use the coupon later, but they have to buy the half pack first to get.
Oh, and so that's my misunderstanding because I thought the coupon was just today and tomorrow.
Good forever.
If they purchase.
Okay, we'll redo.
If they purchase a half pack today or tomorrow, they get a coupon for the half yard binding that they can redeem at any time.
Okay, so
After they finish their quilt.
we didn't understand each other. Yep. Okay, so we'll redo the coupons to change the dates and how it works. Because, yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good.
It said if they purchase a half pack today or tomorrow. So the coupon
Yep.
says if purchased.
Okay, yeah, the coupon says expires tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, so we'll get that right. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. Coupon doesn't, okay. Yep. So you get the half pack today or tomorrow, you'll get your coupon that you can then redeem whenever for, Well, the pattern that they pick out comes with the packet at the point in time that they purchase the packet.
How much?
They are $38.99, and that's yeah, and that includes the fabrics, the pattern, everything.
You get 25% off. Checks, 25% off.
If you're doing the text 25% off, yes. These don't go towards the yardage sale though. Yep. Nope, we're good. Any other questions on those? We're excited about them, and we'll get all of the others made up and put on the wall too, so that you guys can say, oh yeah, I love that pattern. That's the one I want. But for now, we have a printout with all of the patterns. We'll pass it around. And then they also have a copy. So when you're at the register, we can pull that out and you can look and choose which pattern speaks to you.
To make one of these, they can buy extra to make borders to make it a little bit bigger on each.
They can.
You know,
They can. And there's also a pattern that we don't have yet from Sassy Sunflower where you can supersize it. And so it gives you additional yardage requirements, or you can buy additional yardage and make more blocks or do whatever with that to make it bigger. But it's a great size just to sit in the recliner with or curl up on the couch with. Okay. Any questions on those? Okay. Let's see if we can. I lost the clicker again.
I just put a comment.
Nope, not yet. Oh, nope. There we go. Oh,
Now it's clicking.
now it's clicking. So again, there's a slide of all of the various patterns, which is identical to the printout that's going around the room. And then as we go into the next, I lost the clicker again.
Clicker needs to do better.
Well, you know what happens is when we are driving the live stream portion of the computer, when you navigate into any comments or switching camera views, it disconnects from the PowerPoint and it needs to get clicked back into the PowerPoint. Okay, so also another thing that's new is the Hoop Sisters Monthly Wall Hanging Club. That's meeting the second Wednesdays. We kicked off January with the first group of that. So you still can sign up and join for the year, or if you wanted to do a one-off month. This is the February pattern that we made in January. And so that way it was ready to display for the first of this month. That one was called Sewing Love. And if you want to pass that around, pardon me. Also, these come in either 5 or 8-inch block sizes, and the files include both. So those who have smaller hoops, you can do the 5-inch size. Those with larger hoops, you can choose which size you want to make. The 5-inch size finishes a little bit smaller, but it's still just adorable, especially you have just one little wall to hang it on and you can switch it out each month. This one is the January, which we will actually make in December so that it's ready for next January. And so for our February Hoop Sisters Monthly Wall Hanging Club, we are going to be making the March one, and love the colors in this. It's hummingbirds. So we'll go ahead and pass that around. So again, it's not too late to sign up if you want to join the club for the year or do a monthly subscription or a one-off. We have all of those options. 3-Yard Club also kicked off in January. That's been going very well. If anybody else wants to join in on the 3-Yard Club for $34.99 a month as a subscription, you get a curated packet of 3 1-yard cuts that go together. And again, we'll do, if you don't like what's in the given packet, you can always come in and swap it out for another one of our 3-yard packets that we have. Okay, any questions on anything that we've gone over so far? All right, well then we're going to roll into Brother. So Brother news and updates. We are very, very, very excited. We have Rosemary, a Brother educator, joining us March 20th and 21st. And we are going to spend 2 days with her. Friday, the 20th, we're going to do Mixed Media Magic. The Mixed Media Magic is focused as an all-day hands-on session using the Avenir EV1, which is Brother's top-of-the-line machine. It's amazing, the capabilities on that machine. And we encourage anybody who might be interested in exploring these features from Brother to attend, especially if you have a Stellaire or a Luminaire. It's a great time to play with some of these upgraded features that are available on the Avenir. And in that session, she's also going to cover bringing in things from the Scan and Cut, the Print Moda, the sublimation printer, these other connected devices and how to work them together. So this session on Friday will be focused for non-Avenir owners to explore what the Avenir has to offer. But because the projects are so cool, we are going to do a repeat session on Tuesday, March 24th, which will be for our current Avenir owners so that you guys get that experience and education as well. And then Saturday, March 21st is PR Possibilities. PR Possibilities is a 4-hour lecture demo. And Rosemary's going to go over why free arm embroidery, why would you want to look at the PRs. And it looks like, oh, good, we're clicking. Okay. So she's demonstrating, she's highlighting all the various features, the different, like the hat frames and things that are hard to do. Or if you want to do a tote bag or maybe an embroidery on the leg of a pair of jeans on our flatbed traditional embroidery machines without opening up that side seam, we can't get there. We can on the PRs. So it'll be a lecture demo going over that. And then here are the projects for Mixed Media Magic that we will be doing for the Friday session. So it's sign up for either or both. Again, the Mixed Media Magic is for anybody interested in the Avenir that doesn't already own it to come and play with that. And then the PR Possibilities on Saturday is open to anybody, whether you own the PRs or whether you're just curious what the PRs are all about and want to learn more. We encourage you to attend that Saturday session. Brother is also doing a sale this month. It's So Easy to Love, which is their Valentine's slogan. And there are some really great discounts, $1,200 off of that Avenir that we were just talking about. There's also savings on the Stellaire and on the 1700E. And then they have financing available to us as well for both 48 and 60 months terms. So really fun time to explore Brother and look at it and come talk to us about the Brother machines. Any questions on Brother or on the event? Okay, we'll move into Janome. So Janome news and updates. Janome is doing their Red Tag sales event. That goes through the 28th of February. And we have some bundles and things. If you do a CM17 purchase, you can get the 9850 for free with that. Also some other bundles with the M8 and M6 and the 9480 and 9410. And the HD9 and 6700P is included. And then also a really cool bundle with the AirThread 2000D serger. You can also get the Cover Stitch 3000P to go with that and bundled together as a bundle savings. And Janome is also doing financing this month for 18 months for $2,000, 48 months, $3,500, and 60 months for $5,000 purchases. Questions on the Janome offerings? Okay. So our class event and schedule that we have going on this month for February. And Darla, if you want to go ahead and pass these around, saves you guys from trying to write down what each of the dates are. I'll hang on to a copy to have up here. But as we go through, all of these dates are on this paper that's going around. So today we have the Super Stitch Social. Next Wednesday, the 11th, we'll be doing that Hummingbird Hoop Sister monthly wall hanging with Ellen. The following Wednesday, January 18th, will be me with Art Spirit Club. And I think we had a lot of fun with Art Spirit Club last month, making the little mug rug coaster. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do with Art Spirit this month. But I want to do something a little bit different, maybe looking at the scan and cut and seeing some of those features and unlocking some of that. Then Friday, February 20th, will be Artistic Digitizer with Darla. And she put together 2 blocks that you said these are going to be the center of the mystery quote. When you combine the 2 blocks, they make a heart. And she has a Be Mine on there. And I don't know, Ann, if we can grab an overhead where the folks at home can see what the next 2 blocks of her digitizing Artistic Digitizer monthly club will do. Okay. And she'll get those passed around for those who are here in store. Oh, and I lost the clicker again. Okay, and then Tuesday, February 24th, I'm going to do Spin Me Around. And that is one of the patterns that goes with the Sassy Sunflower half packs. And it's a cute little pinwheel and 4-patch alternating block throw quilt. So that will be the one that we're going to do on that day.
We'll get it done in one day.
You should. Actually, that's the notion.
Even me.
Even you, yes. That is the notion. Instead of just, okay, here's how you make a block or 2 and then finish it on your own schedule at home. Let's put it all together. Let's do it. Walk out of here with a completed quilt top.
What are the hours?
We're going to start at 10 and maybe be wrapped up by about 2 o'clock, I would think.
Really?
I think so.
Probably only get the cutting done.
Do you want me to take the package home and cut it?
No, we'll cut it together. We'll cut it together.
That's for advanced people.
No, this is
To see if she can be true to her word.
no, it's not for advanced people. Beginners as well. If you have never put together a quilt top, it's a fun time to explore it. And that's part of their whole notion too, is for, we have those like Darlene who she can just whip out a quilt in her sleep. But this is for all of the rest of us. And wherever we are in that journey, we can put together a quilt top and make something really beautiful and special. And then we're going to round out the end of February on the 27th with Open Sew with Darla. And I want to just kind of put in a little plug here while we're talking about Open Sew. We get people that come in all the time and say, I'm stuck on this project. Can you work with me? That's what Open Sew is designed to do, is to have that instructor's time already set aside. Bring in whatever project that you need help with, because we all need help on projects. Darla would appreciate if you know ahead of time, hey, I'm going to bring in my Dresden plates to work on, or I'm going to be bringing in the hoop tote bag that I need help making. It allows her to do a little bit of preparation. But if you don't know and you show up that morning, we can roll with it. And I think last month we had one person working on the From the Heart applique quilt and another lady who was making quillos. So it was fun. It was 2 entirely different projects. There was one month this fall where I think we had 7, maybe 8 ladies in here sewing. It was a lot of laughs, giggles. So it's a good time fun time to sew together, as well as Okay, and then we're into March. So we are going to Friday, March 6th, be back here for our next social, first Friday of March. And then again, that March 20th and 21st dates for the brother event. And then we're going to kick off this spring. I think we're looking at maybe April. Ann's finalizing the curriculum that Violet's been helping her with for the Sewing Skills series. And we're really, really excited about just kind of getting back to what are some of these basic skills. Do you want to add any details on that?
Just from the survey that we sent out and then Facebook comments, I'm taking all of those and trying to put something together, but we've got Violet's put together a whole curriculum from everything, a little bag putting in a zipper to garments to a little bit of everything, where you're going to learn. It's just going to be a skill building series, so doing a little bit of everything. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yep. And a lot of those Facebook comments, as Ann mentioned, were overwhelmingly and predominantly zipper related. It's a skill that I think everybody gets really scared of doing, and it's actually pretty fun and easy to do once you kind of get over that little hurdle of I'm afraid to do this. And so that's part of this curriculum, is doing those zippers like she had mentioned with the little zip bags, and that I believe might be your first kickoff class, is doing those zippers. Other comments that came through with the Facebook post, if you guys saw it about a week or so ago, what do you want to see in classes? There were a lot of comments for evenings and weekends. So we're trying to add at least one Saturday class a month right now. That's why we have the pillowcase coming up. Trina had done a skirt and PJ pants on a couple of Saturdays previously. They get some of that weekend time in. The weeknights, if there's enough interest, we'll look into doing it. But the reason we haven't been is when we've put in evening classes and you get one or two people who sign up and then those one or two people don't show and somebody's staying here. And so that's why we have not been doing the weeknight classes. But hey, if we've got 5 or 6 people who want to come, and do come, and we'll look at doing a couple evening classes, but really want to gauge if the commitment is there from you guys to be able to come for those evening classes. So for the moment, and at least for February, we're still sticking with the daytime, but we are considering that and looking at how that will work. And if people want to do it and come, then we'll do it. But that's why we haven't been doing it. Any questions on any classes or any other feedback on classes you guys want to see? Or Donna?
You gonna do that jacket again, maybe?
We are going to be doing that jacket. Sandy and I have to put our heads together March or April. And we did specifically, we have a list of handful of names of people who are interested, and we waited until spring because we knew you had your surgery and couldn't sew. And we said, well, we did the 2 sessions. Let's give it some space and we'll do a spring so we could accommodate you for that. So yes, that is on the horizon, to make another one of the black and white jackets with whatever fabrics you choose. Any other questions on classes?
But that new sewing class, just to verify, that's not all in the hoop. That is sewing.
Oh, that's so.
That is sewing.
That is not in the hoop.
The question was, that new sewing class, is that in the hoop or sewing? It is all ordinary sewing. It's not embroidery. It is sitting down and sewing.
There's no schedule for that yet.
Not yet, but we're working on that, and we'll put that out as it gets scheduled. Any other class questions? Okay. Well, then we'll look at a few other new products that we just wanted to highlight. The Sweetheart Street Bench Pillow, we showed it last month, but because it's February, would be remiss not to share that pillow again. It is just too cute. It is way too cute. And then if you want to pass that around, sure. And that is a Kimberbell Designs that is made in the hoop. And then the blocks are sewn together in ordinary sewing, and the overall pillowcase construction is done with ordinary sewing. Also new, I'm sure you guys have seen here beside me and in front of me. This is a new line that we just got in from Moda, Solstice, S-O-U-L, not S-O-L. And it is gorgeous. The colors on it are just absolutely striking. And this grouping that's here behind me are all 100% cotton, Quilters cottons. There's also the pre-cuts with the layer cakes and the charm packs and the jelly rolls available. I want to take this top one. Okay, the colors on this, it's actually an ombre. Look at the inside. So even something like this, and you're doing piecing on something, imagine how different, depending if you cut in these colors or in these colors or on the other side on the lighter shades, you could get some really striking results with that ombre. So we are really,
I was just gonna say to her, that would be really cute with the jacket.
Sandy is seeing visions of jackets dancing through her head. So that would be an awesome jacket. Now, speaking of garments and awesome in this line, these 3 bolts are set aside up here. They're part of the same collection and the same colorway, but the reason they're set aside differently, these are rayons. Instead of being the 100% cotton, they are rayons, the top 2. Imagine a cute little dress or a little top or anything, and they're so soft. And then this bottom one is a canvas. So think about your bag making, skirts, anything. So jacket, absolutely jacket. You guys do have jackets on the brain, but they are so soft and just really, really fun. So as you're selecting them, know that we do have these other fiber contents available. And then, whoops, lost the clicker. There we go. So just a quick little sneak peek. Ann and I met with a fabric representative from QT Fabrics earlier this week. And we did. We did. And we froze because neither one of us put on jackets.
Should have a class on that.
And so we will be. So, yes. So we will be. This will be a block of the month. We ordered everything for it. We are told that we will get the fabrics sometime in the fall, and then we can kick it off. The block of the month per the or the pattern designer officially kicks off in January of 2027. So it's a little ways ahead of us, but he said once we receive everything, we can kick it off whenever we want to. So we have a little bit of a loose date until we fast forward in time and actually get everything in, and then we can plan it for whenever. But it will be I believe 7-month block of the month program. So you sign up, and each month you get the fabrics and the pattern for that month. And we come in, do the class together, and make the content for that month. And then the next month we get the next section. And by the time we're done, we can put it all together. It is stunning. And it was a 96 by 96. So queen with a very nice drape, or you could add just one more border or something outside of it, make it into, because most kings are about 104. So just another 4-inch border, you could take it up to a king size. So that's very exciting. It's way in the future, but it was too beautiful to not put it in front of you now and kind of start thinking about that coming up ahead down the road here.
So there won't be any snow then.
Oh no, yes, there will.
January, that's why we took it into
Yep.
So you'll probably start sometime in January.
We are expected to get the fabric sometime mid-fall and then the patterns. So maybe November, maybe December, or it might not be until January. That will depend on when things arrive. And when we order fabrics, we normally order several months out like this. So anytime we get something new in, this stuff, the Solstice line, I think was ordered in June, maybe. And now we just, so it is a several month lead time from when we order it until we get it. So it's on order. We're excited. I can't wait to do it. And if it's November, maybe no snow yet. If it's January, yeah, it'll be snowy. But who doesn't want an awesome quilt like that to curl up under when it's snowy and cold? Right? And then just our normal monthly plug about calling to schedule one-on-one time if you need software help and installations, one-on-one lessons on your machine, anything like that, call and schedule, and we're here to help. And that way we have somebody, that time and that classroom space set aside for just you. Okay, we're ready for the demo. Any questions so far? Okay, so our demo for today is the OESD pigtail. How many of you have that pigtail already? Couple hands. How many of you don't know what I'm talking about? A lot of hands. So the OESD pigtail, it looks like a little piggy's tail. And it is just a USB extender. It's just nice and little. And do you need me to move the machine or can you move the camera?
Maybe just turn it so that the USB port is facing.
Okay. So with any of our machines that are embroidery machines that have the USB capability, we have our USB ports here on the sides. And it goes from little machines like this all the way up through our Avenires and CM17s and Janome Brother across the brands. So every time we're trying to reach in and out as we're working on it, and it's hard to reach. Also, we're putting wear and tear on those ports with every time we're sticking that thumb drive in and out. So what we do with this pigtail is we just plug it in and we just leave it there. Now, as we're sitting here at the front of the machine working, it's real easy. It's right in front of me. You guys see past me? I can stick that thumb drive in. I'm not back here hunting for my USB port. I can see where I'm putting it in. And my wear and tear is on this pigtail. It's not on the port. So it's just a great tiny little piece of tech that OESD makes that we sell. And it's just one of those things that everybody with an embroidery machine, or even if you have a sewing only machine that has USB to save stitches and so forth, it's worth getting one of those pigtails just to have around. And they're $10, $10.99.
But know that when you first start using it, it's almost impossible to get the
Yes,
plug in tight at first.
it's tight at first.
I thought I had a faulty one. I mean, kept trying
Yep,
to-
I remember you brought yours back in and it was just tight at first. It wants to hold it in snug. But then it's, you know, once it's had a few uses, it is very easy to stick your thumb drive in and out of it. So that's our little demo for today. Any questions on that? Okay. Turn that back around and oh, there we go. And we are ready for show and tell unless there's anything else anybody wants to talk about or go over before we do that. All right, so for show and tell, I have a couple slides of our folks who couldn't be here this morning that sent some pictures in. Oh, and I lost the. There we go. The first one is from Marcia. She was concerned about the snow and she came in, I don't know, maybe Wednesday earlier this week. She wasn't sure about today's snow and brought these pictures and we took those with her show and tells. She did the January and the February Hoop Sister monthly wall hanging. Hers look a little bit different than the ones we passed around. She used some fabrics she had at home and they're just absolutely darling. And she had done the 8-inch size for those. So good job, Marcia. Yeah, we should clap for Marcia. Absolutely. Oops. And then we have Darlene. She, and I wrote this down because I was afraid I was going to forget exactly what this is for. This is for the Venice Modern Quilt Guild show down in Florida, where she is enjoying some really nice temperatures. She texted me a picture a couple days ago of her TV screen during the weather report. And it was all in like the mid to upper 70s with pictures of sunshines. And I texted her back and I just said, no fair. Right?
Picture of you guys standing out in the snow with a quilt.
Yeah, exactly. I should have. Oh, does she really? That's awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be 30.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture of a -6 on my outside 30.
Yeah, the 30 is not as bad as our -6. But yeah, it looks, her weather this week looks absolutely gorgeous. And she entered 3 quotes because she can. Because she can. And so those are all little pieces. She fussy cut. And she actually brought it in a week ago before she traveled, where I saw this in person. And she had appliqued around every little flower shape, but she fussy cut the whole thing. It does take patience, but it turned out just absolutely beautifully. So she said she just entered because she can. She's not expecting to get anything from it because but I'm sure she will. I'm sure she'll get some sort of a ribbon on it because it is just stunning. So we should clap for Darlene. And she was planning to join us, so I'm sure she's on watching right now. So from there, we're ready for everybody who's in store with any of your show and tells that you may have brought. And I will just do a quick little scooch back on this table and we'll start. If you have something, Sue, I'll come around. Oh, is that beautiful? Now that is the Kimberbells Welcome Winter. Enchanted Winter. There it is. It took me a minute to pull the pattern name.
Yep.
And hers looks very different than ours. Ours is all the teals and purples, and it looks like a whole different quilt. And that shows you just how neat it is using different fabrics.
I did that.
And she,
Yep. I did those.
And she did those blocks. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Sue. And then Lisa will be around with your extra entry for the prizes. Sandy, do you have one? I'm going to come over this way a little bit better.
The jacket was a little bit of fussing cutting, Darlene, because my panel wasn't big enough. So I had a couple inches at the top, at the shoulder seam that I just didn't like. So I got another panel and I fussy cut the leaves across the top to hide my seam.
And so they'll just extend right over.
Yep. So then, thank you. Thank you. I've had the Digitizer 1.7 forever, and I thought, oh, what the heck? It's a great deal. I'll go up to 2, and I'll finally teach myself how to do it. Thank you, Darla, for having a class. My husband said, oh, there's a 1960s Aqualung scuba diving logo that I want.
Wow.
So I have the cutter. So I said, okay, give me the picture, and I'll try it. So I made them as 1960s logo for scuba diving. And then my sister works for Harbor Creek Township. And I thought, oh, I just love their logo. And it would be really fun to try and figure out how to put that in artistic edge because it's applique, it's satin stitch, it's pulling parts out of other designs and manipulating the fonts. So I made this, but Darla, I need a little help with that.
And she just stepped out to help a customer, but we'll have you show those to her afterwards. Or you can hit her up in class. Yep, we'll do the, let me just move this. Yep, so this morning, the top of your designs are going to be there. Yep. There's that. That turned out so neat.
Hopefully it'll stick.
And the jacket. Beautiful. Thank you, Sandy. Karen, do you have one this morning? She pulled them off her wall, she's saying.
So one's for Valentine's Day, just a fun little Valentine's
Oh, how
project
cute.
with
And it looks like the candy hearts.
John 3:16
And
on
John,
there. Yeah.
and can we put that under the overhead?
And this one, I bought the panel. It's a great memory for my husband and I when we were in Alaska. I bought the panel, and the pattern is from Donna Jordan, where she cuts the panel, and it was scary,
Oh, that's.
but it turned out really good. And on the
Yep.
back, this was from the clearance bin here. It's all about red cardinals. And I thought it was really cool to use as a backing for this. And then these I buy from Krause's. And they make great,
Oh, the yardsticks, yeah.
it just keeps it nice and flat when it's on the wall.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flat is, yeah, you don't have the bump of the dowel.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Oh, those are gorgeous, Karen. Thank you. Donna? So Donna has been without the ability to sew since September
September. yeah.
when she had some
Killing me.
surgery.
I
So
just started sewing again, so I only have some partials. This is each square block is going to be different. It's I had gotten a $2 jelly roll at a garage sale. So I said I need to do something with
way to
it. So
reuse
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I have 9 blocks. So it'll be like a throw, like 53 by 53.
That'll be a great size.
And then I'm going to actually do a quilt as you go. So I'll have sashing in between each of the blocks because they're really busy. To put them together, they just didn't.
No, you need a
It was too
sashing to
much.
separate
It was too
those. Yep.
much, So
That's gorgeous. Good job. Sue? We have a lot of Sues today. We have what, 3 Sues and 2 Karens? 3 Karens. Yep.
Name isn't Karen Sue, we're good.
If your name isn't, yep. Yeah, there's a couple Lisas.
I too raided the wall. My daughter-in-law wanted some water type ocean, blah, 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 blah. I did the panel the easy way. I made it a window
Oh, that's perfect.
because I didn't know what to do with it. But then there was extra pieces of material. And I also,
Where'd you get that hanger?
the hanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, and we have them out there.
I took the material and put,
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Can we put those ones under the overhead too, since they're a little bit smaller? And where did you get your embroidery designs for those? Did you get it? Online. I love it. Online. We'll put this one as well.
but as Steve warned me, Etsy, you have to be careful with
Yep.
some of the.
Yep. Some of the ways they digitize. Those are
And-
gorgeous. Wow.
You have to
Oh,
touch-
but wait, there's
touch
more.
one more.
It's not torture.
Oh, you finished it. Oh, look at that. Well, and it's purples and greens, which are my favorite colors.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah,
The darker colors seem to be in right now.
they do. No, that turned out gorgeous. And you just picked up those fabrics a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's,
Is that a sweet pea?
no, isn't it OESD?
It might be an OESD.
Either
I'm
that or
not sure.
Sweet pea.
It looks
I
like
couldn't
one of
tell
their
you
two.
now.
You'll have to look and let us know next time. It's gorgeous.
I gotta give them back to my daughter-in-law.
Yeah. I like that little shrug of acknowledgement. We'll go around the back. Sue, do you have one? Since we're in the Sue's. Okay.
Just our little heart.
Be still my heart.
Yep.
So this is the heart that Sue worked on. She actually wasn't able to attend Arlene's class, but she purchased the pattern and a kit, and she and Sherry worked on that.
Did you set stitch you on?
Actually, it's not a satin stitch. It's an applique stitch on the end.
Oh, yeah, I've done
Well, okay, it's like a satin.
It's like a satin stitch,
But
but
it's not a real heavy satin.
yeah.
Yep, it's a real lightweight.
Because I did it, but I did the.
I had
Wow.
a reason for using that stitch.
Ah,
What's your favorite? No. It's not a mistake. It's an opportunity.
it's an opportunity.
So you had some opportunities.
So Sue had opportunities
Yes.
to pick the stitch that she
Yeah.
picked. It's beautiful. Thank you. Did you have one this morning?
Again, unusual. My machine was broken, and so I didn't have much to do. And anyways, it came in on Monday, and it's fixed and it's ready to go. So I was just looking around, and my friend came, and he had this old antique serger, and he said he found it at auction, and there was no cord. So he went out in his truck, and he said, "Oh, by the way, they gave me this machine." And it was a 2004 serger, never out of the box.
Oh my
So
Wow.
I
Oh.
have a serger, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I need some class. But while I was waiting, I decided to clean up my room. And I found my mother-in-law's braided, old braiding. And my husband told me how she sat for days and made rugs. And so then I got online and I went down a rabbit hole after another, and it was midnight, and this is all I did just to see what was what. And I used the jelly rolls that you're talking about. I had no idea how to use a jelly roll or what. I saw so many quilting things. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know. I have to come every month to see what you
It's amazing. And like Donna's blocks were a jelly roll. These are, do you want to put that under the overhead too? So that
1934 or something.
I just saw online on Facebook, somebody had, you know how they always say, "What's this for?" I
Yeah.
found this in my mother's stuff. What is it? And it was those three things.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, it's for braiding rugs." And the three different
yeah.
pieces.
and I mean, you can.
And that's
This
exactly
was
what
still.
was there.
This was the piece was still there.
Oh, my God.
My
Must have
goodness.
saved the directions.
And her instructions for it. Wow.
I mean, she's.
You should make a copy of that so that you can
Absolutely.
handle the copy and
I
keep
just
that
found it,
preserved.
so, yeah.
Yep. Something. Yeah. Even one of those 3-ring
So you all
sleeves.
have to tell me, what am I supposed to do with it?
Keep braiding and you can eventually coil it around and make a braided rug.
I saw where somebody put just through one, it was a little different size, and then he folded it over and it had like interfacing or
Mhm.
batting in the inside, and he sewed it, and then he made this quilt. And I went down that rabbit hole.
It's amazing when we,
Morning and-
yep.
Mine that they do actually do it.
Yeah.
So how did they pull it?
So I'll go up on the internet.
They just thread through there, and you just pull it, and when you pull it,
Like
Oh, it makes the.
it tucks it right under.
Still buy it.
And then you.
Well, you probably can. I mean, they look a lot like the jelly tube makers that we currently have.
Yeah, and you can just fold it over and then sew right along there if you wanted a better
make the binding.
Yeah.
But are you doing, or you just braiding?
I just was playing with them.
I like that.
I ran out of stuff and I'm like, oh, I can just braid that over and see how that looks. And then I pulled it a little more.
That is.
Oh, that is so neat.
That's my.
Oh, it's fun finding treasures like that.
Yeah, so
When you
Soup?
clean house, you find all
you
kinds
could
of
go sew pieces end to end and then just get a. really
Just keep
long one,
going.
Make it a rug and it'll be all multi-colored.
Yeah.
It showed how you clip this on one of the videos, how you clip it and then you like. pull
Clip
it
and pull.
Called a bow tie.
Oh, see, that's a rabbit hole I haven't jumped down yet. I've jumped down many, but not that one.
If you make a mistake, you just back it up.
Just back it up. Sue?
My grandma used to make hand braided rugs on old clothing.
Yep.
She would cut the strips.
That's what my husband said. He would cut for hours out of rags. or-
And to repeat that for those at home, because I'm sure Sue's voice didn't carry through, she said her grandmother used to make braided rugs using old clothing and cut the clothing down into strips and then braid it into the rugs.
There is something called toothbrush rugs too, where you use strips of fabric. You use a toothbrush that has a hole in the top. You break the brush part off and use that. It's, look it up, toothbrush rugs.
Toothbrush rugs, huh? We'll have to look that up, yeah.
It started to go down, but I didn't.
Well, you were smart.
Well, and I have a loom that my father had actually made for me. He made one for my sister and one for my mom. And it's about this large, like this wide, and maybe about 4.5, 5 feet. Well, I'm not very tall, but it's a nice size full of nails. And you take jelly rolls or cut your own 2.5 strips out of whatever cottons, and then you weave it and make rugs that way. And I mean, he's been gone 11.5 years. And I mean, he made this well before.
Have you ever done it?
Oh yeah. In fact, I've done one.
Bring it in.
I should, but my sister, she went down the rabbit hole of those, and she is not a sewer, but I can't tell you how many of those rugs she made. She loved just for a while, and I don't know if she's done any recently, but there was quite a period of time where she just wove rug after rug, and it was just all, she's like, if you have any fabrics that you don't like in your stash, just send them to me, you know, type of, really, really neat what we can do with rethinking what we can do with these items. And then before we hop into Linda, just to go back to Sue B, she said that purple runner, she looked it up, it is OESD. So we were trying to figure out who the pattern was. So she looked it up, it's OESD. Okay, Linda.
Well, it's February.
Well, it is February. Yes, it is.
So we all have our February things from classes. So I finished my.
You finished your, oh,
my
look at that.
consensus.
And each of your pins are a different color. You were talking about doing
Yes,
that. I like
yes,
that.
And I do not put the month on it because this could hang in my sewing room most of the
Forever,
time.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I've decided I'm not putting the month on any of them because
Because then you can display it
I can
when
put
it,
it
yeah.
whenever I want.
Because hummingbirds you could display in July, even though it says
Absolutely.
March.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's
And the football one is for August, and football in my house is from August till February. So,
Right.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
I'm not putting August on that one. And then I did the heart with Darlene too. So
And Linda's are blanket stitched.
yes,
That was
yes.
your opportunity.
Yeah. Did a blanket
Yep.
stitch on that. So that's-
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Lisa? And I think we might need some tall person assistance.
I too did the heart. So I have seen enough those.
Is Darla? Oh, she's with somebody. Okay. Lisa, I'm gonna have you help Trina hold this because you're taller than I am. Or if Sandy's taller, I don't know.
It's hard going around.
I know everybody's taller than me. Tell me something I don't know.
I have a daughter who's 40 years old and has been collecting T-shirts since she was 2. She's in a lot of theater, a lot of school projects, programs.
And we're gonna have Lisa and Trina hold
it's
this for
upside
you.
down.
We're upside down though.
So I finally said her, she lives in California. I said, do you want these T-shirts? Will your grandson, will my grandson wear them? What should I do with them? She said, oh, make me a quilt. And if any of you know me, This was a chore, but
Oh,
I had some help. Darlene, sorry, quilted it for me. And she started out saying, oh, I usually do like a square that imitates the t-shirt. And then she called me up and she said, you know, I've been looking at this and your border has circles. So how do you feel about circles? I'm like, you are the pro. You do whatever you think is going to look good. So she did it in circles and I love it. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
So this is all theater and cast lists and dance team and Girl Scouts and all the kids, all the stuff that she did forever.
you have what, 36 different shirts on there?
42.
42.
6 by 7.
6 by 7.
And, I thought there's no way in heck I'm ever going to be able to bind this by hand. So Darlene, I keep saying Darlene, had also taught us in one class about flange binding that you sew on the back, bring to the front, and then you can sew it, stitch in the ditch and have the flange thing. So I'm like, I think I can do that.
That's neat.
So that's what I did.
Very pretty.
So I'm
It's
pretty,
beautiful.
I'm pretty stoked.
You should be extremely stoked.
Oh yeah, I'm not checking it. It's going on. I'm carrying it on. I don't care what they do to me. I'll buy a ticket if I need to.
Yep, that way it's in your sight the whole travel.
And I love the back. This is one away back
Oh.
here.
Yeah, and when you saw that fabric too, you were just like, "That's it."
That's perfect for the
Yep.
next-
Yep.
So
Oh.
this is my new baby. And it's hard to give it up. I've been working on it for months.
As long as you don't start rocking it, we're good, right?
Well, actually, it'd be perfect because you sit in the chair and you got it wrapped up.
Well, that's true. That's true. That is beautiful.
But the whole shirt thing was, how do you pick them out and how do you organize them?
Oh yeah.
You know, all these people online have them perfectly every other color or they've got a pattern. I'm like, I had them laid out on the floor and I couldn't even walk around it. You know? Like,
No, Lisa ended up coming in one day and we just pushed like 3 of the tables together to try to.
yes, and you
Yep.
helped me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that came out beautifully.
You should.
Okay, Karen and Glenn.
Yes, we got really tired of making giraffes, okay?
Yeah.
So we decided to try something new. And we
I
decided to
said it was-
try our little lion.
Oh,
This is
how
the first
cute.
one we've made, and we love it. So I got to make some more of these ones.
We'll put that under, and actually we're gonna flip him this way. The camera's oriented this way.
And then, like I said, we were looking for something different, and we brought the little horsey that we made up. And we made some alterations because we didn't want to use fur. Fur, I thought kids would pull out.
Yep.
And I think I made the tail a little short, but I think I'll change that next time.
Well, some people
He's
clip
really
horses'
cute, and I
tails.
decided to use horse fabric and animal barn fabric.
Very, very cute. And we'll put that under too. Yep. Okay, and she's
So that's-
nodding. She got it.
That's
So-
our 2 new little ones here that we got tired of making some of the other ones.
Well, sometimes it's fun to vary what we're, and then, you know, a little bit of space, and then we're ready to go back to a previous pattern. Very nice,
And
guys.
we're still using scrap material.
There's something to be said for that.
Well, plus that, you know, like I said, we got a few more, but I try to make some more next time.
Oh, they're looking great. And Karen, do you have one today?
If it's okay that it's not sewing.
Sure.
Scrappy, that's all that matters.
My stepdaughter loves gnomes. So I found this pattern. Or
I'm gonna have you come over a little bit this way. Here we go.
Need help with it?
for gnome blocks. No, so this is January.
Is that crochet?
Yeah,
It's crocheted,
It's
yeah.
crocheted, but it's corner to corner crochet. Instead of going across, you're going this way at an angle.
Like, yeah, you work it on the diagonal.
And this is February.
Are you do you make a quilt with this? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna put all the blocks together and make a blanket out of it.
blanket?
That's March.
Oh, cute. Wow, you're months ahead already.
I am.
Yeah.
And I just finished April.
And I haven't seen the April one yet. That's new. Oh, look at that with the bunny ears. Oh, those are
It's gonna be big,
adorable.
yes, it is. But there's one for each month, so.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, it is. They're gorgeous. And then from the staff, Trina has a show and tell, and I don't know. Did you bring one, Lisa?
These are cute placemats that I bought at Hobby Lobby, of course. And then it was a free design from Designs by Juju. Free, just go in, it's free. They have a lot of free ones. And what I did was it's one, and then I mirrored it, and then put the writing on. I had to use a bigger hoop, so.
That's cute.
This turned out cute. And do you want to put one under here? And we'll just, yep, this way, like that.
Some threads I have to cut.
That is great. And did you have one today? Nope. And I don't have one either. But I did see something that I forgot to show when we talked through the classes and we said that Trina's doing a pillowcase class. I never held up the pillowcase. So this is one of those burrito style, and they go with the kits that we sell. So this is what that class will be. So I guess that'll be my stand-in show and tell. And I didn't even make this one, but that'll be.
Are Quillos still on the horizon for some?
Quillos are still on the horizon. Yes, they are. What is a Quillo? Okay. I have a Quillo right here to show. I had asked Lisa when she traveled to Lancaster. Last time I was in Lancaster, I had wanted to purchase one, and then I decided not to, and then I kicked myself and said I should have. Always just buy. And so when she traveled, I said, "Can you do me a favor?" And so I had her pick one up from so this is an Amish made Quillo. It's not one I made. But Quillo is smushing the words together for quilt and pillow. And so you can set it on your chair or your couch or whatever as a throw pillow. But then when you're ready to cover up, you unfold it and you have a throw blanket. And then, yep, and then in that little pocket where the pillow is, you can stick your feet in and keep your feet warm. So that is what a Quillo is. And there has been a lot of interest. And like I said, at the last Open Sew, one of the folks who came was a lady who was working on making Quillos for, I think, each of her grandchildren or something. And so Darla was helping her with that. And there's been just a lot of talk about Quillos. So I talked to Darlene about would she be willing to do a Quillo class, and she's due back end of March. So maybe April or May we'll do the Quillo class with Darlene. So, but that is what a Quillo is. And it just so happens that my husband, especially because I do drive a little bit of a distance each day, and you never know if you run into road troubles or a road closure. He's like, keep a blanket in your car. Keep a blanket in your car. And a shovel, yes. And so a couple emergency preparedness things. So I thought, oh, well, the Quillo is perfect to keep in the car for that. And then on Friday, when we had the person working with Darla doing the Quillo, I said, I have a Quillo in my car. Let me go get one. And so I brought it into the classroom, and it's been sitting in here for a week and not in my car like it should be. So, but that's why we happen to have that Quillo in the classroom. So it worked out perfectly. All right. So I think we are at the point in the day where we're ready to do some prizes, unless anybody else has anything else they would like to share. Okay, so for prizes, Anne picked out this month's. And let me just put that basket. It has the pigtails if anybody wants to grab one of those today. Add it to your purchases. This is a Kimberbell product called Love Notes. It was a mystery quilt project. And oops, why don't I set the rest down? She went in and printed out what it looks like, and we inserted them in the baggies. And there's several different blocks, and it makes each month, but you could do it all in the same week or whatever you wanted to now, has a clue. So you would open up that appropriate month's clue, read the pattern, make the block. And there's cameras and hearts and X's and O's and typewriters, and it's just really cute. And what we decided to do with that is give you that picture so you can see what it looks like. And then you could just make one block if you wanted to. Make a little wall hanging or a little table topper. You could make the whole thing. And it also has sewing version and in a machine embroidery version. So our first person that we draw can pick whether they have sewing or embroidery, and then we'll go from there, and we'll do 2 in stores and 2 online. So we'll do the in stores first. Gonna pick one out, and you guys have your tickets ready? 775419. Karen Washburn. Yay! And would you like the sewing or the embroidery version? The sewing version. Okay, so that'll be the red one. And then we will do one more. So keep those tickets handy if my fingers worked. All right, we have 418.
That's me.
And that's Karen Genderzak. And would you like sewing or embroidery? Okay. And then that leaves us 2 sewing versions for our online prize winners. So again, as Ann's getting the generator ready to go for the online, our keyword this morning for our friends joining us from home was love. And can we put that up on the... There. Oops. Or you can just tell us who it is if we can't get it to run on the screen. She's just trying to bring it in so that. But those are kind of cute. So like I said, we printed out we took the mystery away, but that way you can pick and choose or do the whole thing, but it's a Kimberbell product that was Valentine's related, and we thought, it's a fun time to. And also, while we're waiting, I'm going to show you guys one more thing that's Valentine related. Is a couple of Hoop Sister Valentine related products that we have here on the wall. The Grateful Love, the little love letter, that's machine embroidery, and we have 3 of those patterns left to make that for our folks with the embroidery machines, and we marked them down to 50% off. So if you would like to purchase one of those today, you can grab one of those for half off. And then okay, there we go. And we're running our online for our first winner, Lorraine Sutherland. So we'll get that out to you, Lorraine. And then we'll need to run that again for our second. Oh, maybe it won't let her do it again. Oh, yeah, it does. Upper right corner. There's a draw again. Good eye, Linda. There it goes. Perfect. And Judy Cochran. So we'll get those. Lorraine and Judy, let us know if you want us to hold them here to pick up. I know Judy has something else to pick up. We can put it with your special order. And Lorraine, let us know what you want to do. We can hold it here for when you come back in. I know the weather today kept a lot of people away from joining us in store, but grateful for everybody who did brave the roads today and for everybody joining us from home as well. And we wish you all a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day and a great February. And we'll see you next month at the next social, if not sooner. Thanks, everybody. turn off the mics.